The dispute between Kylian Mbappé and his former club Paris Saint-Germain has moved up a gear as the player pursues legal action for the €55 million they owe him from the final months of his salary, as well as other bonuses which could total around €100 million.
The French superstar himself called it a dream come true, and the world of soccer is still buzzing with the details. His contract with Real Madrid kicked off on July 1, 2024 and stretches all the way to 2029. While we all knew this was coming, the financial specifics are only just starting to trickle out, and boy, are they something else. Mbappé is fighting to receive a significant signing bonus he was supposed to get in February, along with the last 3 months of his wages at PSG. But the club has a different story. They released a statement hinting at a complex agreement that hasn't been fully honoured, suggesting that the matter is far from straightforward. The disagreement between Mbappé and PSG started when the Frenchman decided not to sign a 1-year contract extension, effectively allowing him to leave for free in 2024. This decision didn't sit well with PSG, who then put him up for sale and even excluded him from first-team training. However, an agreement was reached and Mbappé was reintegrated into the team. PSG claimed that Kylian Mbappé and the club's president Nasser Al-Khelaifi had reached a verbal agreement for Mbappe's return to the team. This agreement supposedly included Mbappé agreeing to reduce his bonuses by €55 million for the 2023-24 season. However, since this agreement was never officially signed or submitted to the league, it has become a significant issue. So what implications might this have for the ongoing dispute? The league confirmed the decision to the media, and following a meeting, Mbappe's representatives informed the media that the striker had requested the commission to address the non-payment of 3 months' salary and the final third of a loyalty bonus. PSG, on the other hand, has stated that it will not make these payments and plans to pursue further legal action. In a statement, PSG said, "In light of the limitations of the Commission's legal scope to take a complete decision on this matter, the matter must now be contested in another legal forum, to which Paris Saint-Germain is delighted to present all the facts over the coming months and year." The club argues that Mbappé has made clear, repeated public and private commitments that must be respected, given the unprecedented benefits he received over 7 years in Paris. Mbappé's relationship with PSG ended amid deep tensions during his final season at the club. PSG felt let down by Mbappé after offering him the most lucrative contract in the club's history when he signed a new contract in 2022. But Mbappé was frustrated because he felt promises to sign key players were not kept. When he signed the new deal, he was paraded in front of fans, holding up a jersey with 2025 on it. Mbappé was reportedly annoyed about this because the contract was until 2024, with the option for an extra season. Mbappé stunned PSG in June last year by informing the club he would not take the option for an extra year. With his contract effectively into its final year, PSG was in a position to sell Mbappé to avoid losing him for free when the contract expired. His PSG career could have ended in the summer of 2023 amid a tense transfer standoff. After telling the club he would not extend his contract for an extra year, Mbappé was left off a pre-season tour to Japan and South Korea and forced to train with fringe players. PSG said it would rather sell him than let the player leave for free in 2024, but he rejected a €300 million move to Saudi team Al Hilal. PSG at the time said it left Mbappé out of the team's opening league game of that season as the standoff continued, but eventually let him return to the lineup after constructive and positive talks between the two parties. PSG had welcomed the proposition of mediation. Paris Saint-Germain is very pleased with today's 2-hour hearing before the Commission, the French club said. The club recalled that the player has made clear, repeated public and private commitments that must be respected, having been afforded unprecedented benefits by the club over 7 fantastic years in Paris. In the light of the club's oral and documented arguments, the Commission insisted on mediation between the parties, which Paris Saint-Germain has been seeking for many months. The Commission has now invited the player to consider the mediation process. Mbappé, who was born in Paris, started his professional career in Monaco, where he moved through the ranks from the youth team level, then joined PSG from Monaco for $132.5 million in 2018, following a season-long loan the year before, the same year that he made his international debut for France, for whom he has since scored 48 goals in 86 appearances. Mbappé won 6 French championships in his 7 seasons with PSG and was the league's leading scorer with 27 goals, 8 clear of his nearest rival in the last campaign. PSG believes that the player agreed in August to write off some of the money that he was due in order for the club to reduce the financial impact of his departure at the end of his contract in June, a source has said. However, a source also added that there was no written and signed version of this agreement, and that this is at the heart of the dispute. PSG, who do not intend to respond to the formal notice, plans to act on what they believe was agreed upon. Sources said that Mbappé believes that PSG's decision not to play him regularly from February to May, after he told them he was leaving the club, cancelled their agreement, and that he wants all the money that he says he is owed. It is thought that both parties may need to argue their cases in front of a tribunal in order to achieve a resolution. The French captain spent 7 years in the French capital before joining Real Madrid as a free agent on June 3rd of this year. The dispute with his former club contributed to his comments on June 5th about being unhappy with PSG. Mbappé mentioned that certain people at PSG made him feel unhappy during his first news conference after moving to Real Madrid on a free transfer. Sources say PSG viewed his comments as ungrateful and have decided not to reimburse him €80 million in wages and bonuses, aiming to recover the financial loss from his departure. Do you think PSG is right to withhold the money? Well, an 18-person panel recommended that the parties mediate their dispute after PSG withheld €55 million from Mbappé before his departure from the club on June 30th. PSG argued that this was justified based on financial agreements made between the player and the club last summer. Mbappé formally wrote to the LFP to invoke the commission regarding the lack of payment and also accused PSG of moral harassment. Mbappé's representatives told Agence France-Presse on Wednesday that they would reject the proposal of mediation, and the Commission has subsequently told PSG to honour Mbappé's contract and pay the €55 million. While the LFP Legal Commission has started its recommendations, it cannot compel either party to mediate or to settle. PSG have said they will not pay Mbappé the sum, and therefore without a settlement, the case is likely to go to court. Mbappé can take the matter to an employment tribunal if he chooses to do so. Could the ongoing dispute between PSG and Kylian Mbappé take a new turn? PSG issued a statement addressing the situation, revealing that the Commission, after hearing arguments from both sides, has strongly urged mediation between the club and the player to reach a compromise, citing PSG's favourable position. However, Mbappé refused this mediation, which was against the Commission's recommendation. PSG stated that due to the Commission's limited legal authority to make a conclusive decision, the case would now need to be taken to a different legal forum. The club expressed confidence in presenting all relevant facts over the coming months and years. They emphasised that Mbappé had made numerous public and private commitments to the club, which must be honoured. PSG also highlighted the unprecedented benefits the player had received during his 7 years in Paris, and warned that if Mbappé pursued the matter further, it would likely result in reputational damage. PSG wasn't happy, so they put him up for sale and excluded him from the team. Things got messy when they agreed to reintegrate him, but now there's a dispute over bonuses and wages. PSG claims there was a verbal agreement with Mbappé to reduce his bonuses, but nothing was signed. Mbappé's team argues that since he wasn't playing, the agreement is void. French law protects employees' salaries, so that PSG might be in hot water. Mbappé could take this to court, but both sides might prefer a settlement to avoid a public battle. It's a complicated situation, and it's clear there are hurt feelings on both sides. This isn't just about money, it's about respect and promises made. Do you think Kylian Mbappe's dispute over unpaid wages will hurt PSG's future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for more content.